Back with another video, and today we'll be taking a look at the new 3D Touch feature on the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 6s Plus, and get a little more in depth of what it's capable of. So 3D Touch is a new way of interacting with your phone. The display now is pressure sensitive, giving you more options depending how hard you press on your screen. So app icons on your home screen can hide power user shortcuts behind 3D Touch. So by simply pressing the icon harder than you normally would just to open the app, a dialog box will appear with quick access shortcuts to things that people would normally want to do quicker when going into the app. Now, a lot of Apple's stock iOS apps already support 3D Touch, but when it comes to third-party applications, many of them don't support it yet, but many popular apps such as Instagram does support 3D Touch already. So when using 3D Touch on your home screen, it basically gives you a right click for your finger now. But is it even useful? Some applications have found it useful. For example, the camera app, you can take a quick selfie, record video, record slow-mo, or take a photo. Because if you're like me, there are times when you try to take a photo with the iSight camera, but when you open up the app, it's actually on the front-facing camera. Other things I found it useful for is the Maps application, because you can quickly find directions home, you can pinpoint your location, share your location, or quickly search. Now when it comes to third-party applications, like I said, Instagram has taken advantage of 3D Touch. You can go to your direct messages, search, view your activity, or add a new photo directly from your home screen. Also Twitter, you'll be able to search, post a new tweet, or compose a new direct message. And other third-party apps like Fantastical, where you can create a new reminder or set a new calendar event directly from your home screen, which I found useful. Now 3D Touch is not only for your home screen shortcuts, but it's also useful inside of applications that do support 3D Touch. So you'll be able to peek into different things and also pop them onto your screen. And Apple calls this peek and pop. So for example, when it comes to your emails, your mail application, you can peek into different emails and see if you want to actually look at that email, so you can get a preview of it before you actually open it. Now there are other options that you can do. You can swipe to archive, or you can swipe to mark as read or unread. And also you can even swipe up for more options. So this will allow you to simply mark it as read, or go ahead and reply to it, and other things like notify me and move the message into a different inbox. Now peek and pop can also be used in things like Safari when it comes to links. So when you press harder on the link, you can actually preview that. Instead of having to open up a new tab or open up a new page, you can quickly preview it and see if that's something you want to look into. Now you also are able to swipe up when you preview a link, and then you can go ahead and press add a new tab, or you can simply press harder and then it'll go to full screen and open up that tab directly on your screen. Now I found peek and pop useful in Safari because there are sometimes links that I just don't want to navigate into, but I do want to preview it, and instead of me having to go ahead and open it and going back, I can use peek and pop. Now peek and pop is also useful when it comes to images. You can quickly save images or copy them by simply swiping up when you do press hard on that certain image. Now speaking of images, when you go into your Photos application, you can also use peek and pop. So you can peek into a photo by pressing harder than you normally would and swipe up for more options. And if you want to go ahead and pop it, all you got to do is press even harder, so it'll go into full screen mode. Now there are also other applications that take advantage of 3D Touch, but in a different way. They are pressure sensitive. So in your camera app, when you take a photo and you want to go ahead and preview that photo, you can simply press harder on your camera roll on the bottom left, and then you can swipe left or right to see a previous photo. Now when you navigate to that certain photo and you want to see it in full screen mode, all you got to do is press even harder. And also on the iPhone 6s and the 6s Plus, you have live photos. So to simply preview that live photo, all you got to do is press a little harder than normal on the screen, and then you'll get that animated photo. Now other pressure sensitive applications is going to be your Notes app. So now in iOS 9, you're capable of drawing in your Notes application, and with 3D Touch, you can actually take more advantage of it by pressing even harder to get more of a bold stroke going when you do press harder on the screen. Now when it comes to the iPhone 6s and the 6s Plus, you now have live wallpaper. So when setting the live wallpaper as your lock screen, you now can use 3D Touch to animate it. Now this can be a little gimmicky. Honestly, it is gimmicky. I found no use for this at all. because what are you going to be doing there sitting on your lock screen, pressing harder on the screen to animate it? Now you can also set a live photo that you took as a live wallpaper on your lock screen, but honestly, I didn't find any use for this. Now 3D Touch can also be used on your keyboard as a trackpad. So when you press harder on your keyboard, it now changes to a trackpad, so you can move your cursor around wherever you like to go ahead and edit text, which I did find useful. Now 3D Touch can also be used to navigate to the previous application. So when you are in an app, you can simply press hard on the edge of the screen and then swipe over to the right, and then it will take you back to the previous application. You can also even activate your multitask switcher by, again, pressing hard on the edge of the display and then swiping towards the middle and then letting go, and then you'll get the multitask switcher. Now this could be a little time consuming, whereas you could use just the home button and then activate the multitask switcher. Now if you're a new iPhone 6s or 6s Plus owner and just could care less about 3D Touch, you can actually disable it by going into your settings and go into general, accessibility, and then find 3D Touch, and you can disable that. But you can also even change the sensitivity of it by different levels of light, medium, and firm. But overall, this is what 3D Touch is about. It's a new way of interacting with your phone, and it gives you a new pressure sensitive display on your iPhone 6 and 6s Plus. But in the comment section below, let me know what you think. Would you find 3D Touch useful or not? I'm interested in knowing your thoughts. But as always, if you did enjoy this video, let me know by hitting that like button down below, as it not only lets me know that you liked it, but it also supports the channel very much. Also be sure to follow me on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and Instagram. That way you can keep up to date with what's going on. And lastly, if you feel like being awesome, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified every time I come out with all of my latest videos. Anyways guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Alright, peace!